Ty,
Man.
congratulations on the victory. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, man. How do you feel? Big win.
I feel really good, man. And as much as I was throwing and as many like takedowns I defended off the cage, my cardio feels really good, man. Like I didn't feel too winded at all. I felt like I was ready to go 5 rounds. Shit. So yeah, I feel really good about my performance. And yeah, on to the next one.
I mean, that's definitely a good response considering how long, Billy was in there. Obviously, very tough fighter to get out. But, just walk me through that, sequence before Jason Herzog ultimately went in and called it off.
Yeah, so after the second round, I wasn't sure if he was going to make it off the stool, and I was kind of thinking like that for a sec, but I was like, you know what? Billy Ray Goff is tough as hell, man, so you got to be ready for him to come out. So don't even think about him quitting on the stool because he's not going to do that. So, I was getting ready to put it on him in the third, and, it would put him away.
I feel like you're one of the more fun guys to watch, that's come out of Contender in these past couple of years, right? I mean, just today alone, just the way you mix up your combinations is just beautiful to watch. So what do you attribute all that to?
It's all to my coaches. I got Matt Priest, John Judy, Tom Vaughn, and Arlene Sanchez, and they've molded fighters such as Ray Borg, Carlos Condit, Tim Means, and so it's all thanks to them, honestly. That I feel like they've created a really good fighter.
Yeah, obviously you've been active, since getting the contract. So, do you see another one in you for this year, or how quick's the turnaround?
Yeah, I would like to be as active as possible. You know what I mean? And I want bonus incentive fights too. I was saying that in the octagon, but I'll say it again. I want to try to get as many bonuses as possible. Right now I'm making 12 and 12. It's not shit, really. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to go for the 100K bonus every time, man. So whatever gets me closer to a bonus, as for right now, in this point in my career, that's what I want. And then, of course, later down the road, of course, I want to climb the rankings, get to that belt. But for right now, I want to try to make as much money as I can.
Are you saving towards something, or just kind of building wealth, or what do you if you get a bonus tonight, for example, where do you put that towards?
Put it towards my house. The last bonus, I was able to move from Albuquerque and go to Rio Rancho, have a big down payment for my house. And so, yeah, just, save it and put in a high yield interest bank account, rack up some money, invest in something, and put it towards my house. So, yeah.
Yeah. How did it feel fighting here in the new refurbished MMA Apex, right? I mean, when you fought here, it looked a bit different.
Yeah, it's completely different. They did a great job, man. I mean, I was walking out there, I was like, damn, this place is dope. But obviously, I wasn't trying to focus on that too much. I was trying to focus on Billy Ray Goff as much as possible. But afterwards, I was like, God damn, it's like a nightclub.
Obviously, Adam and Billy, some tough opponents, right? First two fights. So
Yeah.
Is there anyone in particular that comes to mind that you want to share the cage with? I mean, there's a lot of talent, in your division.
Yeah, there's tons of, welterweight's an incredible division right now. I think it's the best it's ever been. But I don't have a particular name in mind. I just want to be active, and I want a bonus. So.
Yeah, speaking of welterweight, I mean, big title fight coming up here soon. Islam Makachev versus Ian Machado Gary. How do you see that one going?
If I could bet, which I can't, because I'll get in trouble. But if I could, I would put it towards Islam Makachev. It's just hard to go against him. But Ian Gary's good as fuck too, man. Not everyone likes his personality and everything, man. You know what I mean? But he's good as hell, man. And he's long, lanky, makes good reads. He's hard to take down. So I would slightly lean more towards Islam Makachev.
Yeah, and just quickly circling back to you and your performance, I think after performances like tonight, we're going to see that all over social media. Hence, you start, continuing to build your fans, your socials go up. What is your message to all these people that, are starting to find out about Ty Thriller Miller?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the goal for me is to be as exciting as possible. I mean, that's what the UFC wants, right? They don't want boring fighters. They want exciting fighters. I feel like I'm that. So, every time you watch me fight, just get ready for an exciting fight.
Do you see yourself in any fighter, from the past or something like that, as you compare your fight style to anyone right now, past or present?
Yeah, I mean, I've been compared to Carlos Condit and Tim Means and even Carlos Prates, which I don't really see, but I've been compared. But, yeah, I've been compared to those guys, which is cool, but I have my own style, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, I'm looking to be a fan favorite.
Yeah, he was here in attendance. Did you see him at all, or?
Prates?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. You know what? A lot of people ask me what my dream fight would be, and it would be against him, respectfully. You know, he's a badass dude, man. You know what I mean? And as far as like as a fan, I really like watching Carlos Prates. I think he does a lot of things really well, and I would love to fight him someday. You know, obviously that's a little far away right now. Well, maybe not, but you know, I would love to have a fight against him someday. So.
I mean, you never know how far or in that may be away. So
I mean, things can get going quick.
exactly. So when we talk about your career trajectory, right? I mean, what type of fights you want to be taking, you know, within the rest of this calendar year and the next? You want to be that guy that makes that, you know, fast rise if it was up to you, or do you want to take it, you know, slow and steady?
I mean, ultimately, for me, it's about racking up wins and making money. You know, so. You know, fast, slow, whatever, as long as I'm making a good amount of money and winning. So that's all that matters to me.
All right, fair play. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
And the announcer said that it seemed like you're just doing target practice out there on him. Is that how you felt in the round where you're like, nothing's missing, I'm landing all of these? How was that feeling in there?
You know what? As far as like how I felt in there, I felt super calm. And the shots that I was throwing, like, you know, even the ones I was missing, I didn't feel like I was getting very tired at all. And, you know, I felt him, you know, kind of hold on for dear life when he had me up against the fence. And I was just like, I'm just going to let you work here because I can feel you huffing and puffing already. So as soon as we broke from the clinch, I was like, he's cooked. I got him cooked. I got him right where I want him to be. And so just that feeling that I had where I was like, yeah, I got you right where I want you. I felt like I was full of energy, man. Like I wasn't very tired after the fight. So I felt really good.
Is that how you envisioned the fight would go when you were training for this fight?
Yeah. You know what? And I felt like people kept talking about his pace and his cardio. But to me, when I saw his fights, I didn't feel like he had really good cardio. I felt like he kind of gassed out quick. But his ability to push and keep going through the pain is what stuck out to me. But, you know, there's only so much you can take. And, you know, I was cracking him hard, and I kept catching him on the eyes and stuff, and I could see the welts starting to pop, and I know that bugs you. And so, yeah, I just kept putting it on him, man.
And, you know, back to that question, you know, where it's, you know, Makachev versus Ian Machado Gary. A lot of people are saying that's like the next Conor McGregor versus Khabib, right? Because, you know, Ian Machado Gary trained with McGregor, and Khabib obviously has ties with Islam.
Right. Dagestan, Irish.
Yeah. Do you think that fight will have that tension, the same type of tension, or not?
I don't know, because I feel like neither of them draw as big a crowd as Khabib and Conor did. But it's still an exciting fight, though. I mean, at least to me, as far as like from a fan perspective, you know, like I'm excited to see how that plays out. But I don't think it's the same kind of pool that Khabib and Conor had, for sure. That was crazy, you know?
Okay. Congratulations on your fight. And
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win, man.
What's up, brother?
Amazing on the striking. Everyone's talking about it. I'm sure we're going to see lots of clips. Was it something that you and your camp focused on coming into this fight?
Yeah, you know, ultimately, I fought a lot of guys, his frame, his height, same game plan. So I felt like I just had to do what I've done before in past fights. And, yeah, I knew how to deal with the style already. And, yeah.
Amazing. And then with, you know, before you had him kind of cornered, did you kind of know when you started feeling the rhythm that, okay, I think this is going the way that I want it to go, and this is where I want to end it?
Yeah, I felt like after the second, I was like, God, I just got to land one clean straight, and I know he's fucked. And, yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
All right, thank you.